Hey there, it's Crafty Jennabug. It's another installation in my January junk journal series. This is getting a little chubby, and I like it. I like the chub. So coming close to the end of the decorations for this journal, I've got a few sections of pages here and there that still need decorating. Like right this section, these few pages, and these two pages, these few. So I've got like little bits here and there that still need some decorating throughout this section. And then there's another section here. This one, this one, and then this large section back here. So I think I want to do some collaging and some other things. This page, I'm not going to put in as many pockets and tuck spots and things. This journal's getting quite thick, and I really want to work on some collaging some more. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig through some things, some scraps, and see what I can come up with, and I'll be back when it's time to glue it down. Alright, I figured out what I want to do for this page. I'm going less collage, more art page. I found this word winter in a printable, and I decided it would make a really cool focal point on this page. And then I started to pull things apart started to pull scraps out for collaging, and realized that this white, really thin white paper looked a lot like, the way I ripped this one looked like an icicle. And I decided this word was just gonna be, it was just gonna be here with icicles behind it. Why not? I do want to distress around the word winter with some hickory smoke. I got some new toys. I got some little daubers, which I did not have. And I am going to go ahead and glue it down. Alright, I realize that is really hard to see. And icicles are really sparkly, right? So next is going to come a step I may regret later. Adding glitter. This beautiful, fine, white, shimmery glitter all over these icicles. Wish me luck. Alright, there we go. That's got some drying to do. And it's going to take a while because I put a lot of glue on there. So, gonna let it dry, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Alright, this is dry now, and I just realized an unintended side effect of this. So the page that I glued this onto had Distress Oxide spray on it. Or it might have had Distress Oxide and stain. I'm not sure which. Let's see. It probably had both, honestly, the way I use it. So I noticed something interesting about this page. Once the glue has dried, the icicles, the PVA glue I used to glue down the paper has absorbed some pigment from the paper, and so now my icicles have different colors in them, and that was an unintended consequence that I'm not mad about at all. So figured I'd share that with you. Alright, I think next I will work on this side. I do really, oh Lord. I have doomed my book to get glittery. Oh well. All right, I think I figured out what I want to do on this page. I've got this piece left over from the bird that I used here. And I've decided I wanted to use it as a tuck spot. So I think I'm gonna glue it, a tuck spot. I'm gonna glue it down. There's a little bit sticking out, and that's okay. And I'm gonna actually rip a little bit more off. And then it'll cover up where this attaches. Yeah. Another tuck spot. I know I said I wasn't doing a lot more tuck spots, but I did it. I did it. So that gives me another tuck spot. Kind of want to do something up here. I really like that. I think it's very simple and it works. Awesome. All right, so for this page, I want to make a tag. I've got this piece of, I guess it's cardstock. It's like this grayish blue color. I think it's a little clashy, but I think it might work as a background. So I want to blue it up a little. I think I will spray some Distress Spray Stain on it in Salty Ocean. Now I will dry this and we'll move from there. All right, here's what it looks like. I am going to make it a little more tag shaped at the top. Ooh, that is a weird shaped tag. That is also a weird shaped tag. What the heck am I doing wrong? All right, close enough. Okay, now I've got this quote that says, "To appreciate the beauty of a snowflake, it is necessary to stand out in the cold." And that's quoted to Aristotle. And I thought it would look really good on this tag. But of course, I want to do more than that. First, before I glue anything down, I'm going to use Hickory Smoke and distress this. Alright, I have inked around the front and back with the Hickory Smoke, and I also inked around the quote. Before I decide where to put it, I've got these Tim Holtz Ideology Snowflake charms, and I want to put one on here. Oh, they're even prettier on this side. Awesome. I want to put one as a tag topper. I didn't realize they were so pretty. I stab a hole and we'll go from there. Alright, now I'm not sure how I feel about that. Alright, I switched out the brad for a much smaller one. And I like that a lot better. It moves a bit more too. Perfect. I like this, but I want to do some sort of collage. So I will pull out my scraps. All right, this is less collage and more accent piece, but I like it. So I'm gonna glue these down and then we'll move on to the next page. I'm letting this dry. And in the meantime, I still had some white paint that I was using for splatters. And I just added a few to both of these pages. Now we're gonna let those dry. So it's dry, it's cute, it's going in here. Then I want to work on this page, this flap particularly. I want to glue down here and make it a pocket here. So the other one I glued down the middle and made 2 tuck spots, but this one is going to be like a diagonal pocket. And I think I want to do some collage down here to kind of bring this line further down. And I've been playing with some things, but before I commit to anything in that regard, I'm going to use some Distress Oxide ink to make this flap a little cuter. I do have, these 2 pages have been decorated with water and Distress Oxide sprays and paint on this, in this regard, but I thought about just making this gray, but then I brought out the tumbled glass, so... Alright, I've got this figured out. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna glue this piece of lace back here. And then I will use PVA glue to glue these here and here. And then going in, I've got these 2 pieces of ephemera. This came from a printable. This I made in a previous video. And they're gonna go just in there. Boom, I'm gonna call that page done. Now, got these pages to work on. Well, this needs to dry, so I might as well work on this page while I'm here. Let me see what I've got around. So I've been thinking about another belly band using the rest of this snippet roll. But I have a belly band a few pages over. And I've got a tuck spot back here. Another option is to make a pocket. All right, I have a plan for this page. I'm gonna take this little bit of snippet roll and I'm gonna make a pocket down here. Go ahead and glue that on. I'm gonna use tacky glue because I want it to stick, although, okay, I guess that wasn't the best glue for that job. I don't know how well this will hold, so let me just... This page, because there's a lot still sticking out up here, I think I'm going to use some texture paste and make a couple of snowflakes, these 2 smaller ones. So that's what I'm going to do next. I will actually start with the smaller one that I want over here. I love it. I wonder if it's going to take on any of the color from the oxide sprays. That would be cool. And then this one up here. I like those a lot. I've got some drying to do. So we'll be back. All right, these are dry. I really like them. I think they turned out cute. This, of course, can come out. The texture paste dried really well. It's thick and gorgeous, and I love it. I might have to go back and add more texture paste because I forgot about it, honestly. Anyway, I did a couple of things off camera. A couple of pages. On this page, I went ahead and glued this down. Nothing fancy, just a little something to get on the page, but I did add some of the mesh, the snowy mesh, for the top because it didn't quite go all the way to the top. And I just glued that up underneath there. So I've got a little tuck spot here, using the last bit of that magazine, or no, it was a calendar page from this bird. Where is he? From this bird's page. So that gave me quite a few different things. I may come back and decorate this some more, but I kind of like the simplicity of it, so I think I'm going to leave this page blank. I like it a lot. Maybe I'll add a texture paste snowflake or two. I don't know. I've got them on a couple of pages. I've got them on this page a few pages away, so probably not. And then I took one of those stencil negatives on the book page and I glued it to the back of this envelope. I really like this as it is. I think I'll leave that. But on this side, I want to do something. All right. So I've decided to use an acrylic block and some tumbled glass and hickory smoke distress oxide ink and some water to do a little something to this page, or to this area. All right, let's try a little bit of gray. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Okay, so this is dry. I've done a few different layers. I think I did 3, hit it with the tumbled glass 3 times, and the hickory smoke I'm not a fan of, actually, unfortunately. But I think what I will do is kind of bring it together with a little bit of hickory smoke on the edge. You know, that would be easier with the dauber. And then I have this Distress Stain in Picket Fence. And they actually, this is not made anymore, unfortunately, because I think it's really cool and I came across them way too late in life. So what this is a dauber, kind of like if you were playing bingo. And I am going to just spray a little water on here because I want to make, like, yeah, like a splat. Yes. All right, let me dry those and we'll see what they look like. Ew, I'm not liking it in the camera. All right, so it isn't too terrible. Excuse me. It's not too terrible once it's dried because it's more muted. I still really don't like this. So and I don't like, I don't know, it's blue and white, so at least there's that, but you know, kind of like that. Maybe a little bit of scrap underneath. I like that. All right, well, I'm gonna glue that down and I'll be right back. All right, I did not get a chance, or I didn't film it, but I did add 3 small rhinestones to the body of the butterfly. And I think that's gonna be done. I'm still not in love with this, but I think once I put a tag in it, it'll look better. I think I like the way this looks. It's very gray on gray, so maybe not. Is that too similar? Alright, let me figure out what I'm gonna do for this and I'll be back. Alright, I glued this poem to a piece of thick paper. It's called Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I rued. I thought it was really cute. And I backed it on a piece of darker blue paper and then stuck it here so that it can go in this pocket. Alright, I'm going to glue this down. Alright, while that dries, I found this in my stash. It's some pearls and sequins on an adhesive like sticker thing. I think I want to put it on this page somewhere. Maybe up here. And that'll be all that I put on this page. Alright, and that is that page. It looks very windy. Yeah, I like that a lot, and I like that you can see the little bit of this through here. This is the back of this page. This has dried a bit. Stick that in there. I like it. Well, that concludes this part of my January junk journal series, and we'll be moving on to the next part in the next video. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I hope to see you there. Have a great day. Bye.